Go ahead,
So what I have right now is I have a triple shooting. I have 3 individuals at an area hospital that are being all treated for non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. Myself and Chief Grinstead were attending the football game here at Todd Stadium. The crowd had let out. We were in the parking lot. There was a large crowd in the parking lot when we heard shots ring out. We located a young male in his early teens in the parking lot. He was treated for a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. Individuals stated that police vehicles were also, there was a call that came in shortly after that here on Hydenwood Drive. We responded here and located two other individuals. We've transported all 3 of those individuals to the area hospital. There is a lot of evidence here that the reason we have to shut the street down is there's a lot of evidence here in the middle of the street that forensics is picking up, as well as in the neighborhood. So we're trying to piece all those things together. It certainly concerns me with the number of youth that were out here. I can tell you that they're all males. 2 are confirmed to be adults and 1 is a juvenile. That's really what I've got at this point. The reason it took me so long to come over, I wanted to talk to, there's about 20 residents over here that are trying to get home where they live, but right now I can't let vehicles in until I get the evidence picked up from what I have at the scene. So it's a little bit of inconvenience. They understand, and I appreciate their cooperation, but I just can't let traffic in and out until I get the evidence picked up that's inside.
Chief, do you all have a shooter or anybody in custody right now?
Not at this point.
You said 3 males, 2 adults, 1 juvenile?
Yeah, two adults. I believe they're late teens, early 20s, and 1 juvenile. But when I leave here, I'll go to the hospital. But I need to kind of understand the process of where we're at right now, what leads we have. So detectives are here, forensics are here, but it's kind of spread out, and we're getting a lot of conflicting stories. So we're trying to piece those things together.
Any indication at the game that something was going on right after or during the game that this could have led to the shooting?
I don't want to say one way or the other. There was a large crowd. Some individuals were getting in vehicles and getting rides home, and then others were lingering in the parking lot. So I don't know what those conversations were. I just don't know what was happening. I know that the area restaurant here is a place where individuals go after the game, and that's kind of right in the middle of where we're at. So I wish I had some of those answers for you. I just don't have them at this point. My number one concern right now is for the health and welfare of the individuals that are down in the hospital, making sure that I get these residents back home where they live. So they don't want to be out here in the evening and at night. I understand that, but I got to get the scene processed. So forensics here. I have several detectives, ag assault, and our homicide detectives are here, and then we've got a good number of officers directing traffic, trying to do the best we can to coordinate. People can walk in if we escort them. I just can't let vehicles through. So that's kind of what we have right now. This happened a little bit. There was a call that came in about 9:30, but we were already on scene. So I would say about a little after 9.
Were the 3 that were shot, do you know whether or not they were at the game?
I don't want to get into that right now, and I don't know, but I don't until I get down there and talk to them. There's detectives interviewing them. Like I said, one individual was on the lot of the parking lot. We were able to help him. Paramedics were already there because of the game. We got him transported to the hospital fairly quickly, and the other 2 were transported here just on the other side of the McDonald's here on Hydenwood Drive.
Chief, the one who was found over there in the parking lot, was he shot here and then walked over there?
So I'm not exactly sure where individuals were shot at. I just know what I have. Once I get the evidence collected, trajectories, those interviews down at the hospital will be key to let us know what we've got. We'll try to talk to some people that were in the area, in the neighborhood, and see if they can piece some things together. So it's kind of like a big puzzle right now. We're trying to put all those pieces together. It'll probably be a couple hours before we get that. Like I said, the number one thing for me is the health and welfare. How are they doing at the hospital? And getting these individuals that are being so patient here, getting them back into their apartments safely, and then getting the scene processed so we can go forward with the case, figure out what exactly happened here tonight.
Do you think it was one shooter or more than one?
I don't know at this point. I don't know at this point. I can tell you that there is evidence recovered at the scene along with a firearm.
Chief, you're at many of these football games, you and Grinstead, a lot of kids, obviously, every time these football games happen, and for something like this to happen, 14-year-old shot, second week of school, something like this obviously could have been much worse. Something like this concern you that it was kids from high schools at a football
I'm very
game?
concerned about this shooting in close proximity in an area where they have that number of kids. It's like you said, I try to come out and catch every one of these football games. I enjoy walking both sides of the stadium and talking to the parents, fans, interacting with the coaches as much as I can. Yeah, it's a great concern to me, as it should be to everyone, that this happened, this proximity and the time of night.
Any message you have? I know parents are just really obviously freaking out, and anything you want to
Yeah,
say.
I saw a lot of parents and families, people in cars at the trying to get out of the parking lot, kids running because they heard the gunfire. Just trying to. I asked them just to kind of be patient with us. I know everybody wants answers right away. Family members were upset right away about why can't we go home, and I understand that, and we just try to explain to them what we have. So scenes get a little chaotic when they first happen. People want to get close to loved ones. We have to keep people back so we can render aid, we can preserve evidence, and take care of those that have suffered injury. So I understand that tensions run high, and once things kind of simmer down, we'll piece things together. But I do have detectives at the hospital that are talking to the individuals there, families that are there. I have forensics here, and like I said, we're processing the scene. We'll canvass this area tonight, knock on doors, see if anybody heard or saw anything, and then just again the cooperation from the citizens that are here. Okay.
Thank you, Chief.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.